Okay, part 2 of DES. Okay, DES, we know Lucifer algorithm in 1974, became a standard in 77. The original algorithm uses 48 to 128-bit key. NSA implemented the 64-bit key version, which 56 are the key and 8 are for parity. Okay, do you know what parity is? It's really error checking, is what it really is. Okay, Lucifer was altered and became the DES, or data encryption algorithm, which then became the standard. Okay. It says determined need to protect sensitive data during 1960s and implemented a cryptography program in the 1970s. You all read about that in the book. This invited vendors to submit standards. IBM began developing algorithms to protect financial data. So they submitted Lucifer in 74. And it says there's controversy over NSA requested to weaken it, to weaken the algorithm. Okay. Became a standard in 77 and an ANSI standard in 78. It was implemented in a whole bunch of commercial products, and believe it or not, it's actually still used today. We'll see more about that. Okay. It was tested and proved one of the strongest and most efficient cryptographic algorithms. I mean, think about it. The Caesar cipher was considered awesome. The Veneer cipher was unbreakable for 300 years. Compare the Veneer cipher with this. I mean, this is amazing. But the problem is we got computers that are expanding. What's that law that says stuff's getting faster? Moore's law. Every 2 years, basically, things double. Except for the iPhone. I don't think it doubled this year. All right, we have a block algorithm. So the blocks of 64 bits are put through 16 rounds. Order and type of functions are dictated by the key. Okay, the government agencies used to protect unclassified data. Now we got block modes. Block modes are on your test. ECB, electronic code book. It's the same ciphertext is always produced by the same plain text. Okay. It's easy to identify patterns. So if I gave you the same plain text using ECB mode, you would get the same ciphertext every time. Okay. It's best to use on small amounts of data. Each key indicates a different code book. And we're going to see an example here in a minute. Uses message authentication for integrity and authentication. Does anyone watch the Imitation Game yet? You got to watch it. It's awesome. You should watch it. Okay. Here's ECB. We take our plain text. We have our encryption cipher there. And we put our key into it. We get the same ciphertext. So the same plain text produces the same ciphertext. So electronic code book, the same in gives you the same out. Okay. Block modes. We also have what's called cipher block chaining. Okay. Encryption is dependent on the values of the previously encrypted block. I'm going to show you examples of that. Okay. We encrypt a 64-bit block, then change them together with XORing them, and you will see the picture here. So we take our initialization vector, which they talk about that in the imitation game. So we have our plain text and our initialization vector. We XOR them together. That gets encrypted. That results becomes our ciphertext. Okay? That ciphertext gets XORed with the second plain text. You see this up here? Okay. So that ciphertext. So even if this plain text was identical, would the output be identical? No, because this one's XORed with the initialization vector. This one's XORed with the ciphertext, and so on and so forth. Decryption is very similar. We decrypt, then we XOR. Decrypt, then we XOR. Okay. It's called cipher block chaining. It's right there. All right. That's the end of this lecture.